Sag, welcome to larisalilitemperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius, also known as a general read, you guys. So as always, you put the shoe where it fits. You know I get cross watchers at times, so you know your story. So if you're new to my channel, I like to meditate on the messages prior to opening the read. So I already have channel messages and the energy I'm picking up. Sag, we are definitely in Mercury retrograde. So all the readings have to do with exes. There's such a high energy of exes, and a lot of them have been very toxic, specifically Scorpio. I could not get through that read. I literally had 7 takes on it, but I was so committed to finishing it. But the level of toxicity in it was just insane. But with your read today, your energy, back to you. You put an end to this connection. There was toxicity here too. This person wasn't as reciprocating. And what I'm getting from this, Sag, is that take the lessons for what they are. You know, my channel truly is about soul growth, and it's one of the things I constantly need to mention, because it's not like any other tarot channel. So, you know, when you're in a tarot reading, it really depends on the frequency of the reader. We all serve a purpose, and we all live in different frequencies and timelines. So my channel can be extremely high vibe in terms of soul development, the internal work. So this is the focus mainly in terms of what's the best move for you. I don't engage in lower timelines where narcissism lives, although they do appear all the time in my reads. But I will not enable the narcissist energy. If anything, I'll challenge you who's with the narcissist, because we have to remember life is a mirror. And if we're attracting narcissism or toxic people, then there's something within us that we need to start asking deeper questions about. So in your situation, your person, I think they just have layers of resistance. I really don't like to use the word fear all the time, although it's obviously having to do with fear. But life is about resistance, and your person has resistance towards life. And I also feel that you both are actually extroverted personalities, or maybe you more, Sag, which kind of creates this imbalance. Obviously fire sign, so there is a level of fire in the relationship. So obviously high fires, the intimacy. So I think this is one of those things where the sex is amazing, but then the communication is always thrown off. So there's a lot to contemplate here. So let's get into your main energies here. You have to shift. I really feel an energy of need to shift your focus or refocus on how you perceive this connection and your person. So if you feel this person is worthwhile, then your energy needs to shift for their energy to shift. That's just the way the soul growth operates, you know. So all right, yeah, so immediately we get the honeymoon card, which for me is my 6 of Swords. It's a harmonization card. How do we balance things out? And I think this is where you both need to work on balancing the connection out. Give me one more. All right, so we have honeymoon and forgiving and learning. And this will mean, yeah, separation, let go of control issue. So there's a reason for this. And this separation is going to teach you a lot about both personalities. Like I said, one's more toxic than the other. And I think it's resistance. That's why I didn't use the word fear. So I feel control. So it doesn't mean you guys may match on a certain level in terms of maybe things you're passionate about. Like there are common grounds here, but it's not, there's an internal issue with your person that makes them control a lot of how they operate And so then it's obviously causing friction within the connection. Yes, a lot of forgiving and learning. So this is where I'm saying there's going to be, in order for this to work out, there's going to have to be an understanding. And in order for this to harmonize, right, find peace within the connection, you guys have to talk. And you will have to find some peace, you know, some reasoning and ways to go about the connection. Now here we have new love and healing family issues. So some of you are just gonna go for a new person, but I just feel this is a lot of you. For a lot of you, this is an energy that feels like a new love. And so the deeper issues, healing family issues, might have to be healed. Maybe this is where the resistance comes in with your person. So let's see more on the spread. You guys know your person's energy more than I would, but it's definitely what I'm picking up. Let's see, Spirit, give me more on Sagittarius' person for energy for Sagittarius in love. There goes that shadow. And I do think there are shadow aspects, which will happen during Mercury retrograde. Shadow aspects of ourselves do show up. We also are having that Cancer full moon, and you know, the moon is Cancer. So there's a lot of water energy right now going on. Yeah, so the moon and mental conflict. This to me has a lot to do with the person's deeper issues and the resistance that it creates, which is mental conflict in this deck is the Two of Swords, creates stagnation. And this person has to see their shadows and lights. There is a shadow. Right now, their control issues, their shadow overpowers their light. Doesn't mean they don't have light, because there's obviously something within this connection that is going to allow some levels of forgiving and learning. And I honestly don't ever feel like this card comes out, the forgiving and learning comes out, unless this is a connection that can actually resolve in a peaceful way, or just have a conversation and talk about things. Obstacles and challenges, which is the Five of Wands. I feel, you know, because I got the fact that you guys are extroverted personalities as well. This could be a blockage for some of you. Heart chakra, yeah, I feel there's some heart chakra closing, and there goes that Six of Pentacles. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is the balance. So the balance needs to be found, and I feel you feel when this person gets into this energy that creates interference and conflict, right? Conflict within the connection. This is where you feel they're not putting in. But I really feel the message here is for you to see what really, also your definition of balance, Sagittarius. So find foundation and achievement. And I think you both desire, this is the Four of Wands, you both desire a solid connection, like there's a need for consistency, and it's like you can see it with this person, but only if all this stuff gets out the way, right? So let's see, Spirit, give me more on this shadow. Why the shadow for this energy? Why the shadow? Queen of Wands, there you go. Immediately I'm getting here, Sag, because this is obviously your energy, but you could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But immediately I'm getting is you are a mirror, and your energy probably triggers their shadow. So this is where I'm saying they're learning, and honestly, it's, let me get another one, but it's I want to say it's a positive growth, only from my perspective, because it makes this person ask a lot of questions. Yeah, Three of Wands. It makes this person ask a lot of questions. This is future, forward thinking, planning, and you both it put both of you to ask a lot of questions. This is a strong fire sign. So like I said, there's a lot of passion here. You both have plans, just that it's communicated it's communicated and expressed in different ways. So there's definitely the communication needed here, Ace of Swords, and there goes that Devil energy, right? So it's how you guys speak to each other, I'm also getting, and clarity is needed in order to really conquer this part, this shadow aspect of each other. Give me more of this mental conflict. There is definitely growth here. Why the mental conflict? Yeah, stagnation, the Hanged Man. This is what I'm saying. They'll get stuck in this space. Four of Cups. They're focusing on the wrong thing. I think internally they're controlled. So Four of Cups is missing opportunities. So this feels like a very stubborn person where they will create resistance. That's why the Hangman. So they pump the brakes. I also feel with this mental conflict and the Hangman is this can possibly be a know-it-all, because it's almost like, well, this is my perspective. So then it stops them from making any decisions, because again, it's the control issue where I have to be right, you know, and there's some of that here. I want to pull with this deck, this Hangman Spirit. Give me more of the Hanged Man. The Tower. So they're getting an understanding from the breakup here, right? Yep, and there goes that Six of Pentacles and the Fool. They know that you walked away. They know there is awareness here. This is giving them the opportunity to understand what you've been trying to explain and express to them in terms of the balance you're trying to find. And for now, I feel this is what the separation has created for them. I think this is a moment, and it almost has to be. So let me get more of this obstacles and challenge. Five of Wands Spirit. Obstacles and challenge. Yeah. Again, look at this, you guys. Eight of Swords and Four of Cups. Look at how self-inflicted this challenge is. And again, it's the need to control, right? Knight of Swords. They get guarded. So I feel this person, like this is where the problem comes in. This person can obviously create the challenges, like gets loud, but it's a very blinded area because of their this is a stubborn person. Definitely a stubborn person. I'm going to clarify this Four of Cups. We're on this Four of Cups. Three of Wands. We just saw the Three of Wands. Going on this Four of Cups. I'm getting the message here. Give me a second. Give me more on this Four of Cups, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. So I feel your person, because the Four of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. I feel this person, and you too, I think this is mutual. This is why you guys are forward thinkers. Right now, it's just not really aligned in terms of your plans together. And I feel the interference, there is an energy of feeling like they feel you can hold them back, and you feel they can hold you back from accomplishments, from things. So they get stuck in this energy. They get stuck in their own ways on how they interpret, but obviously there's no resolution here. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this was destined to happen, because I think this is where you guys will get clear on how you perceive the connection. Obviously, both very busy, passionate people. I mean, you're planners. This is plans, but it's the moon, right? So how deep does this go? Your attachment to your plans, also your why. I really feel there's a why here, because the fact that we have 3 of Wands, there's a strong why, which can create the control, because their why, you know, whatever this, for some of them, really is this family issue, some dynamics that made them so strong on, I don't want my life to be like this, and so no one's going to take that away from me kind of behavior or attitude towards things. And it's not really a negative one, but it can actually keep someone stuck if they hold on too tightly to it, right? It can still limit them. Get more of this heart chakra. So with this heart chakra, I really am feeling the love is there. Yeah. Get more of this heart chakra. And it is a fear, you know, the resistance to open up and allow someone completely in. There we go. Yeah. Look at this, you guys. King of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, King of Swords. This person resists. It's a way to control the finances, their stability. It's a way to control their mind. It's a way to stay detached and not really allow anyone in. But 9 of Wands, and it's because 9 of Wands is trials and tribulations. So your person, they have a why. It may not be one you agree with, but they have a why. And this is why the forgiving and learning is here, because there's a need to understand each other's whys and really get out of this. I mean, you both are strong energies. King, there's 2 masculine energies here. And that's what I'm saying. You guys are passionate. Like there's an energy of both of you very, very focused. Give me more of this material, spiritual prosperity. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's where you're going. Ace of Wands with the 4 of Wands again. So this has a lot to do with your foundation. So to me, this is the why. You may see your why, but do you see your person's why? And again, it's the different whys. But I really feel this is your energy, Sag. So you're beginning, you're very focused. Again, fire energy, Ace of Wands and 4 of Wands. You're very focused, but I also feel your person too. So again, yeah, holding on to things, holding on to your opportunities, very much Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles, what you're working on. And right now that is the focus. You know, there's a reason for the separation, Wheel of Fortune. You guys definitely are in a planning stage. So there's value here. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing entirely. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're planting, you're planning. And both are methodical. Page of Pentacles is physical change, you know, lots of focus on the 3D and stability. Give me more on this 4 of Wands. Why the 4 of Wands? 6 of Swords. And there goes that honeymoon energy, right? So I told you guys the 6 of Swords for me, this honeymoon, is my 6 of Swords. And there's a need for a peaceful resolution. And how do you guys both agree with this 4 of Wands? Because we've got 4 of Wands twice. So how do you harmonize and share your thoughts, right? Communicate. Page of Pentacles. This is solid. It doesn't really come, this is not emotions, right? This is like, look, these are the things that are important to me and how I want life to look like. To me, this Pentacle is holding the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like showing you, look, this is my plans. This is my Ace of Pentacles, and this is my plan for this year. 3 of Wands twice. And then we've got 7 of Pentacles. Oh my God, with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot about planning. Yeah, death energy. So you both are undergoing some transformation here with the death. And this is because both of you are planning change. Whatever you're doing, is because it's important. It's important to you. So this is why I'm saying this card for forgiving and learning is extremely important, because this, maybe the time apart is necessary with the Wheel of Fortune twice. So whatever this transformation, when you guys finally talk, then you'll be like, oh, you know. Also, it's like you're going to see how far along this Ace of Pentacles you've both gotten. And then you'll understand, again, part of their why and their behavior and their attitude. I'm not excusing it because no one should, but I think the why is important here. So Spirit, what is the blockage for this connection? What are the blockages? Yeah, I mean, seriously, look at that. Duality. You've known the worst, prepping for the best. That is this behavior. And Star Child, your home is in the stars. There is a focus. The fact that these two cards are a blockage, duality is 222. This is harmonization and finding balance, and karma, understanding the lessons behind. And so whatever experience you both had, this is your why. This is why you guys transition. It really is a positive, you know, when people go through really tough things, we either rebel into, we rebel. There are only two paths, Two of Wands, two paths of the direction our life, the trajectory of our life will go. And it's either we rebel positively or we rebel negatively. And you both are rebelling positively. Just that the journey to it has some shadow aspects. Why? Because you've known the worst. So it will carry over as a motivator. And sometimes when we use that pain and the trials and tribulations, right? Because we're talking about, this is why they guard their heart. When we've gone through trials and tribulations, it can overshadow the positive things in life, and then we get so detached that we don't notice. So sometimes, you know, this is where the heart needs to be challenged, which is why it's clarifying the heart chakra. And, you know, it shows us, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the most powerful energy is love, right? You know, love conquers fear. So in order, when people are still in some level of fear or resistance, the heart is what's closed. All right, so what's the guidance for you, Sag? What is your guidance? Yeah, be in the present moment. The past has passed and the future is still unknown. There's no need to worry. The only time that does matter is the present. Be mindful. So again, there's a need to focus on the present, because when the past is a fuel in this situation, but the future is what's holding you both back because of the plans. But there's a need to be present, and, you know, to appreciate because the present is it's the journey to the future. The present's preparing you for the future. So, you know, nurturing that space, you know, is part of the growth as well. Loss. You are allowed to mourn your losses and travel through the process of grief. And I do feel this for some of you, their shadow is still mourning. And so maybe the triggering right now from this energy has made a lot of these past energies, right? The trials, the worst things in their life, the duality, show up again as a lesson. And, you know, you mourn it. And sometimes our hearts only mourn in stages. I don't think, you know, sometimes you can look at something that comes resurface for you, a loss or something, and you realize, I thought I was over this, right? I thought I got through this, and something else is like, something triggers it and makes it bring back, and yet you process a different, you're seeing something. So that's part of the learning. And to me, this is the duality here, right? So there was grief, there was loss. And so there's a process of grief that we learn, right? So you've known the worst, prepping for the best. So either way, the process of grief with at the same time, right, as you're preparing for the best, it will create this friction within yourself and it will challenge you, but that's where the growth happens. So Sag, this is your read. I love you. You guys will most likely have a conversation. Hopefully this puts something in perspective for someone. I really do think you guys just go about things differently. But I love you. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul. And I'm here to nurture you on the next message. Bye.